Welcome to my top 10 horror movies I watched in the year 2016. This list will comprise of movies that I thoroughly enjoyed watching. They have to be horror movies, no creature features, and no horror comedies. But if you want me to do a creature features list, let me know in the comment section below, and if the response is overwhelming, then I'll definitely do one. But before we begin, I would like to give a shout out to Dino Ewelt, who hosts the Late Late Horror Show. Why am I giving him a shout out? Because he guessed correctly how many horror movies I watched this year. The answer was 225. So this was not an easy list to comprise. Thankfully, I wrote all of them down. But I have 7 honorable mentions. There's From Dusk Till Dawn Seasons 1 and 2, which were fun to watch. I really enjoyed them. I watched them with my mom after her surgery, and we just had a blast watching these vampires wreck some shit. The Woman in Black, 1989. The reason this movie even came close to getting any part of this list is because there's no jump scares. It's all suspense, baby. Friday the 13th, the 1980 version. This is special because I watched this with a friend. I actually recorded a reaction, I've edited the video, and I've uploaded it. The Boy, which was a really good movie, but I can only see myself watching it once or twice. When you see the ending, you'll know why. And the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 1974 version. This is the most special movie to me on this list because it is the first one I ever watched with my girlfriend. It's important to me. It's not on the list because I've seen it so many times. On to the list. Number 10. The Church. This is a great Italian sleaze fest. It could have easily been Demons 3. But you know what? It rocks being its own thing. I love the musical score too. Number 9. The Purge. Election Year. Now, unlike a lot of people, I think this is the best one. I think 1 was passable. 2 improved upon part 1 immensely. And 3 just fleshed everything out and put all the cards on the table and won. Number 8, Blair Witch. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I actually really enjoyed this movie. It definitely depends on what you're expecting, but you can enjoy it for what it is. It's entertaining, scary, especially near the last act, and it's just a wild movie overall. Number 7, Subspecies. I love this franchise. If I were to pick one out of the bunch to watch over and over again, it'd probably be part 1. It's not the best out of the franchise. I watched them all this year, but I definitely think it's a strong starting point. Number 6, Lights Out. Some people love it, some people like it, some people hate it. I really enjoyed it. I watched it twice. And I'll never stop telling the story of the time a jump scare happened in this particular movie, and I bumped my head in between the shelves. That was funny as hell. Number 5, As Above, So Below. I watched this all the way back in January, and it was awesome. This film delivers so much. Lights Out delivered a good amount, but some of the payoff wasn't as good. As Above, So Below, freaking scary, man. And there's lots of good payoff. Number 4, Charlie's Farm. At face value, this film looks like a generic slasher film with some good effects, but it's the grime, the greasy nature, the brutal fatalities. It is right up there with one of the best. Charlie's Farm versus Wolf Creek. Make it happen. Number 3, Don't Breathe. I recently watched this and I loved it. It is so good, so effective. I'm excited to see a Don't Breathe 2, and the ending to this movie leaves room for a sequel, so I'm pumped. Number 2. You probably thought this would be number 1, didn't you? You're on The Conjuring 2. Best sequel to any of James Wan's movies, and it just so happens this was directed by James Wan. And it's effective, it's scary as hell. I love this movie. I saw it in theaters, and I'm glad I did. Number 1.
Now you die.
Phantasm.
I do not know how it took me this long to see this frickin' movie, but I love it. I love parts 1, 2, 3, I like 4, and part 5 is actually pretty good too. It is definitely a delusion of a disordered mind, a phantom, a spirit, a ghost. And that is it. Those are the top 10 horror movies I've seen in 2016. And I can't wait to do 2017. Because starting at number 13 is January for Wild Watches. Yeah. Lion Brian got a host of horror show movie reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below to leave comments and subscribe.